This is part 6 of our Alaska adventure. Check out the previous installments where we've driven over the mighty Yukon River, seen Finger Mountain, crossed the Arctic Circle, endured the bugs by Galbraith Lake, spent the night at Cold Foot, the world's northernmost truck stop, visited the Arctic village of Wiseman, seen Sukukpak Mountain and the Koyukuk River, stood by the northernmost spruce tree, crossed the Brooks Range at the dangerous Atikon Pass, hung out with the Dal ship, and driven through the desolate tundra of the North Slope and the coastal plains. And finally arrived to Dead Horse, Alaska. We have been to the place where the sun does not set for over 2 months in the summer. Now we conquer the final frontier, the top of the world. Today we are going to the Arctic Ocean. From Dusseldorf, Germany.
The Grand Canyon is the world.
Tomorrow we are taking the grand tour of the oil fields and we'll get a chance to see the Arctic Ocean. For now, I leave you with this frozen lake. It is chilly and it is foggy on the Arctic Ocean. Today we're going to take the tour.
So this is Dead Horse. Once we cross into Prudhoe, that's when we cross the security checkpoint. Our campsite you see here has their own water purification systems. It is ASRC, Arctic Slope Regional Corporation. Each major corporation you see here has their own light duty shop to maintain their own vehicles.
As you can see, this is strictly a company town. Its sole purpose is to support the operation of the oil companies.
Right hand side you'll see a series of parked vehicles parked at an angle. What they're facing towards is an electrical outlet on a bull rail. In the wintertime we don't allow our vehicles to be shut off. There's no trees around here. We had to cut them all down to build the facilities up here.
He was joking, of course. There have never been any trees at this latitude.
Prudhoe Bay National Forest here on the left hand side.
Here we get to see some muskoxen.
Per square inch in the tire systems makes little to no disturbances at all while moving over tundra. We had a guy operating his Rollagon a few years back. He did one of two things wrong. He didn't put his chocks in front of his Rollagon. Also, he thought he put his Rollagon in park, which it was really a neutral. Got out, started walking away, and the Rollagon caught up to him and rolled him over. He got up and chased down his Rollagon. What happens is that when the tires hit an object, it disperses the weight. The east side of the field here is the busiest side of the field. We have several large campsites.
We continue due north as the temperature drops and the ice fog thickens.
We take water, bring it to a boiling point, and send it on down to G&I, grind and inject. This is an Arctic desert. These dunes are mainly hibernation grounds for the grizzlies in the wintertime. Ahead of us is the Arctic Ocean.
Finally.
Now, as I said earlier before,
we are at the Arctic Ocean and we still have some ice here and a lot of fog. Yep, we finally made it. Now I'm gonna proceed to jump into the Arctic Ocean. It's cold. I think I'm gonna stay here. From Puro Bay, Alaska. This is our ticket. Happy travels. We're here at the Arctic Ocean, North Pole. Just a couple of miles that way, or maybe a few more. Actually, it's a little over 1,300 miles. We stay here for a few minutes, absorbing the moment, the uniqueness of this place. Amazingly enough, we have signal on the phone, so we can even call our family. The ice still hasn't completely melted in late June. Well, I think we can scratch this one off the bucket list. We're heading back to the bus from the Arctic Ocean. There's Ryan. There's me. And we can't really see the bus yet.
We come in contact with a polar bear, we can't harass that bear in any way because it's under the endangered species list. We have to evacuate that area and watch that polar bear. If you look at it, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, we're only working 6 months out of the year. How warm does it get in the summer? This is about it. We'll be lucky on days if we get 60 degrees, 70 degrees. The companies up here go about 30 below. That's when they start cutting the people to bring them inside to stop working for the day, because that 30 below, that's when a lot of the equipment stop responding.
Coming up next, the return trip.